Alright, so I just wanted to make this video just because it was like an interesting idea maybe, or just to share something with other folks just in case they are trying to, you know, just see if you can resonate off this anywho. So yesterday, TJR took a trade on Friday. We were trading Friday, and this is about the moment about when I decided I'm about to stop trying to trade gold and I'm gonna just go full ES and Q. That was this week. I was having that realization. And TJR has been a big help in my trading. First person to teach me anything ICT concept related. I remember I was in a men's shelter in the Bronx, off the Fordham stop, and I was in my men's shelter. I was just laying by my bed, or in my bed by my locker. I was watching his video on a market structure shift from like his old boot camp, and this was about a year and a half ago now. It's 2026. I watched the video and damn, 2024 apparently. Last year was 2025. Holy shoot. Because I've damn near lived in New York for like 2 or 3 years now. I don't even know. But moved here straight into the shelter. But yo, so I just watched Path to Profitability about a month and a half ago. I'm getting hip with this whole 5 minute market structure shift, then 1 minute market structure shift or break a structure. 5 minute break a structure is what I meant. Anywho, so basically, so let's go over this trade that we were taking yesterday. The trade that I took, that TJR taught me how to take, but TJR failed to take this trade himself. All right, there's no personal video. This is just going to show you that even the person who teaches you how to trade will break their own rules, and that they're not perfect, and that they are not any better than you or anything like that. Because when it comes down to it, when you all have the same rules, it's an execution thing. Who's going to execute it? Now, I'm going to keep it real. I had a pretty much overall red week on my eval. I'm going to keep it real with you. Trying to trade gold and NQ. Now I'm about to just trade NQ and ES. This whole next week, I'm probably about to pass my funded this week. But this was the trade. Alright, so we could see it was a bullish trade, a bullish long. We're already at all times highs or whatever. Alright. So, I'm like, whatever, let me get on kick and trade with TJR. Because I slept in on Friday anyways. I was supposed to wake up for gold. Because I'd be trying to catch the gold runs when the New York session starts. Now I'm realizing that you can catch these NQ moves, ES moves at like 9:30, and you're going to get like a 2 to 1 plus most of the time. So now I'm like, alright, let me quit playing around. Let me come over here with the guys. And I was studying NQ a year ago. And everything, it's just full circle. I had to go learn in other markets to see my anywho. So ES opens up, swoops the bottom, then starts going up, showing a little bit of bullish sentiment. NQ sweeps no bottom, it looks like. Alright, regardless, we could see that ES swept the opening price. We're in a daily down closed already right here. This daily down close right here swept liquidity from here to take this next day up to here. Alright, let's go to a 4 hour. Alright, so we can see on the 4 hour we swept all this liquidity down here. So we're wanting to get these orders off somewhere over here. Same thing over here, 4 hours, sweep orders, get them off up here. This actually even closed right before this 10 o'clock candle. So this actually closed bullish. Just an extra confirmation. We already know we swept all this liquidity down here, and that we're obviously trying to get it off up somewhere higher, because we got it down here, so we're trying to get it up off over here. Alright, so we know we're bullish. I'm just trying to give like a semi-breakthrough in this trade. I'm not really breaking down. I'm not a teacher. I'm not a guru. I'm just a man on a precipice of a breakthrough. Alright, so we got our order blocks right here. This is a clear bullish move because this is a down close candle at the bottom of this range. So this is a 1 hour order block. That's the highest probability moves, is a 1 hour, 4 hour order block. Now we got that same order block over here we did not reach. So that's an order block SMT divergence. But ES had to scoop the liquidity from this order block / fair value gap unicorn setup or whatever. NQ swept this fair value gap for liquidity, and of course it's correlated over here, so this is basically sweeping liquidity for over here. Alright, anywho. So this is what happened, and I was just like, man, what the fuck, TJR? Like, how could you fuck this up, man? So, anyways, on that day, he did make 17K. I don't know if he made 17K on accident. You know, man had a good week regardless. Dude's always making money. Alright, but, so when this closed right here, this closes over here. That's a 5 minute breaker structure. We're on the 5 minute. So we were trending down, making lower lows, lower highs, closing under, like how this low closed under this low. This low didn't really close under that low. It kind of consolidated right here. Then this low closed under this low. So look, you can say we're making lower lows, lower highs. Then we shift structure when we have this 5 minute breaker structure. Now TJR teaches you, alright, 5 minute breaker structure, then pull back into equilibrium, then 1 minute inverse. You know what I saw this man do? We had the 5 minute breaker structure, and then this dude said, I'm going long. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, what about the shit that you taught? Like, so he aims to take profits off at this double high right here. For some reason, I'm like, what the hell? So he got in like kind of at the top of the 5 minute range, wanted to take profits immediately, and then it came back and got stopped out. Now I don't know how he could be surprised that it came back and stopped him out when he said his rules are 5 minute break structure, then pull back to equilibrium. So he entered this position breaking his rules, honestly. Set his stop loss where it was likely to get stopped out because it was likely to do a 5 minute retracement back to equilibrium and then a 1 minute inverse and then carry out the move. So this video is just about even TJR can teach you, and you can even become a better trader than him within the moment. It's not about being better than this person, being better than that person. At the end of the day, I just want to make money and be able to support my family. Alright? But it's just that I'm just sharing this because you would think, like in your head, you know, your guru is always going to be above you, or that your guru is perfect or excellent or always going to succeed in sticking to the rules. But even TJR breaks his rules on Kick Live and messes up a trade. So he bought, as soon as we got this broker structure, he was looking to take profits like right here or something right here. I was confused on why. I waited for this 1 minute pullback to equilibrium, to this 5 minute pullback to equilibrium. Then I bought when this inversed and turned around within the 5 minute equilibrium, because that's the rule. The 5 minute breaker structure over here is also there as well. Now little things like this I get confused about. Is this a 5 minute breaker structure because these wicks were made before this 5 minute candle closed over this up close / down close candle? But yeah, I mean, it probably is. I mean, it's clear, clean straight break over here. Golly. Alright, equilibrium, pull back into it. So now we're just looking for a 1 minute inverse. Now TJR got stopped out on this trade. TJR taught me basically everything I know about the markets. Alright, I know I'm gonna title this video Wild, something that's gonna get y'all to click on it, but it's not just clickbait. It's to prove a point that you can execute better than your teacher can, even if your teacher is the one who taught you. Yeah, kind of like how you can learn how to play the guitar from somebody else, and you can have a way better style than them playing the guitar. That has nothing to do with this in particular. I'm just saying you can have somebody who plays basic ass music on the guitar teach you how to play the major scales, and then you could have that motherfucking soul and funk already in you. So now this dude who's a basic ass guitar player playing campfire chord songs really well and knows his scales, he just gave you the scales and the tools. Now you're over here fucking original steez, next hottest greatest shit, inspired by all the greatest fire shit. Because he might have been playing the classical guitar, or no, he might have been playing the acoustic guitar and playing campfire songs for decades now, but you have been listening to the greatest jazz music and the greatest music overall. So by the time you get on the instrument and you start playing shit and you start locking in your scales, now you're playing some of the greatest music ever heard, because all you do is listen to the greatest music. That dude might have been playing the guitar for 10 years, but was he really listening to the greatest music? No. That's why he can teach you how to play the guitar, and then you get on the guitar and you end up being the one who's taking all the bitches all of a sudden. But alright, so we pull back into equilibrium. That's what we're supposed to wait for. Swept this low right here too. Anywho, mainly thing is that we came into equilibrium. Now we wait for a 1 minute market structure shift. So when this candle closes over this, that's the 1 minute market structure shift. Uh, I usually go 2 micros, yeah, at a level, and I'll go 4 if it's ES, but that's on a low rate right now. Now let's just aim for the top of these New York highs, because that's just a good move right there. You could have aimed for this 830. You could have aimed for this high right here. I'm just saying, I mean, shit hit. Alright. So this is the trade I took. I just said it right there. I went and I hopped in the shower. I even got into this move late. I actually got into this move right here because I wasn't even believing in myself or anything that was going on. After I saw TJR take the trade and fail, I was like, alright. But then I was like, but wait a minute, he didn't even stick to his own rules. So when I came back, I would have been paying attention for this one break of structure. But I was like, nah, ain't nothing going on. So I got in right here. I was like, wait a minute, this is all I need to see. Got a 1-to-1 or something, I'm not even sure. I went and got in the shower. When I got in the shower, when I got out the shower, I said, alright, let me go see if I got this 1-to-1. Ended up getting the 1-to-1 and TP smashed. And I'm basically a nobody. Alright, I'm basically a punk ass motherfucker. Alright, a fucking emotional ass, fucking lost ass motherfucker. Alright. And I was like, alright. And then, you see, we gotta, I'm not saying anybody who has money isn't not lost. But, you look up to TJR like he's the dude. We all kind of do who are learning from him. Some people talk shit about him. Some people try to expose him for being a fake trader. The shit that he has taught me, I have sat here and back tested it my own damn self. I know what he's speaking is the truth, yo. So, and I would expect him to stick to his own rules. But apparently, on that day, Friday, I'm not saying I'm shitting on him. He clearly made like fucking 100K this week. And I'm over here, I'm happy that I got one green day this Friday out of the last 3 weeks of losing on gold. Now everything's about to switch though, now that I'm coming to NQ and ES. So anyhow, I get out the shower, take profits hit. The moral of the story is learn from teachers, but don't ever think that anybody is above you or can do anything better than you. Because you got to think about everything as a style thing. Everything is a form of expression. Maybe your form of expression is more disciplined, more patient, more calm, more just in tune, But basically, alright, until I really start like shitting on TJR, like, alright, I'm making more than you, which is that even gonna be physically possible? Because he's already started ahead of time. That's not even my goal. I just want to get enough money in my pocket. That's it. But I also don't want to think that I'm holding any other man over my head and thinking that anybody's more skilled than me. Because I know realistically, there's nothing to do with TJR. If I do something, I am the shit. I am the best at everything I do. I am the coolest motherfucker. I'm always on some dope shit. In my journal, I be writing down like, man, I don't watch animes, yo. I really am an anime character. I really wake up. I really be shadow boxing every day. Really be trying to just do the greatest shit, make all the sacrifices. Be in my apartment all day. I don't go out. I don't go do no friend bullshit. I don't do no fake shit. I don't do none of that shit at all. I gotta figure out how to just get right with myself and with Christ. And there's nobody over me, and I'm powered through the Lord. So I am at a level that is next level. It doesn't even have to be compared to TJR. Even if I'm making it, I just need to know that I'm able to execute, and nobody is higher than me. And because when you put someone over you, then you're like kind of like, all right, well TJR is better than me. He's teaching me all of this shit. So if TJR can't do it, then there's probably no way I can't do it. Or if TJR is having trouble, but even TJR was having trouble just sticking to his own rules. His rules are a 5-minute break of structure, pull back to equilibrium, and then draw on the hour liquidity. I literally sat here, watched him take the trade off the 5-minute break of structure, then start setting up take profits. Then he got stopped out because, of course, it retraced to equilibrium of the 5-minute range. So it was just like kind of like an iconic moment for me, I guess. I was like, wow. So now I'm equipped with this, and now I can't even look at TJR and copy trade his ass because he's taught me everything I needed to know, basically. I'm going to pick up little things here and there. But now I'm going to wait for that 5-minute break of structure, pull back to equilibrium, 1 minute inverse, draw on the hour liquidity, now moving forward all day, I'm not gonna be copy trading no one. I'm not gonna be doing none of that shit. I know what I gotta do. I know what I'm gonna do. And now I know I can't trust TJR. I can only trust myself because there on Friday I watched him break his own rules and me successfully take this trade, sticking exactly to the rules. Yeah. So that's the point of the story: is learn this shit. TJR is a is a great trader. Is a great teacher, but I don't know if he's the best teacher or if I'm a hard-headed learner because I watch ICT Justin Werlin, but TJR has been my rock. He was my first one to teach me ICT, and he was my last one after watching Justin Werlin in almost a year's worth of ICT. He basically just took all the ICT shit and set it on some bro code shit, which made it way more simple, which was we're scooping the orders from below here so we can get the orders off up here. Made it actually seem like we were moving something from here to there. Like we're actually like that's what liquidity is doing. It's buying these orders down here. People are literally just hitting buy below all these lows and then they gotta start hitting sell over all these highs. So people are selling and the same thing up here. People start selling over here so they can eventually buy back down here or whatever a short is. You know what I mean? So anywho, that was the moral of the story is that you can be the greatest motherfucker is. You can be better than your teacher. You are the best. You are the most smartest, the most in tune. You are a man of God. No man is over you. And you really can take everything you learn from here, there, and that, the third, and evolve the game and be the next hottest shit there ever was. Dope.